10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Liftoff!
Cyber Breaks!
Welcome, everyone, back to Cyber Breaks. After a 1 week hiatus, we're back and we're going to be opening a box of Gypsy Queen, 2 boxes of Topps Inception, and a box of Bowman Mega. And we're going to get started in less than 20 seconds. All right, good evening, everybody. How is everyone doing this evening? Like I said, we are going to be opening 4 boxes this evening. We're hoping to pull some big hits to get sent out to you guys. And we're going to get started here pretty quickly. Luckily, this week, everybody paid. We're good to go. We don't have any teams to give away, so we are going to be getting right to it. We're not going to be spending a lot of time like we did the last break, divvying out a few teams that were left, so we're ready to go. So the first thing I want to do before we start the break is I did get some fan mail, and I would love to open that fan mail right here and right now. I see you, Joey. I see you, Below Average. Good to see you guys back. All right, says, Cyber, just wanted to send you something for all the awesome breaks. I feel like he's going to get hot in the playoffs. Joey. So that is from, I believe, Joey M. Thank you very much. And let's take a look at what we got. Who does Joey M. predict is going to get hot in the playoffs? I know you're a Dodgers guy, if I remember right. But we'll see. And you know I'm a Yankees guy, so maybe our teams will meet. Fidel Montero, first Bowman paper on the back here. And look at this. A Garrett Cole pristine refractor, 2 out of 5. A red pristine. Joey, my goodness, thank you. This will make a fine addition to my collection. Let's go ahead and set it up here. Thank you very much. Fidel Montero, one of the top prospects in the Yankee system. In a Hi-Fi Futures, Bowman Jason Dominguez, the Martian, one of their very top prospects. So, Joey, man, all 3 of those will make amazing additions to my collection. I definitely do not have that. I'm not sure if I have that Hi-Fi Futures Jason Dominguez, and I definitely don't have the 2 out of 5 Garrett Cole. That's an amazing card. And what the Yankees are paying him, and considering he's their ace, I hope he does get hot in the playoffs. So thank you very much. Thank you. So let's start with the giveaway. Just like we've done the first handful of breaks, at the end of the break here, I'm going to be giving away a ball card from my personal collection. But this week I'm upping it a little bit. I'm going to be giving away 3 ball cards. So we're going to run a race at the end of the break. Positions 1, 2, and 3. The first, second, and third place positions in the race will all get a ball card from my personal collection. For every team that you bought into for this break, you'll be entered into the race. If you bought into 1 team, you'll have 1 card in the race. If you bought into 4 teams, you'll have 4 cards in the race. So we'll run that race at the end of the break, and we'll see who those cards go to. Cyber Jackpot. If you've been with me the first month that we've been doing this, you know what the Cyber Jackpot is. But 1 second here. The Cyber Jackpot, right now we have it set at serial number 89. The one minor change I'm doing here is instead of setting a very specific hobby box, I'm setting a value for the hobby box. So tonight, if I pull a serial number 89 out of anything, 89 out of 100, 89 out of 500, serial number 89, whoever that card belongs to, wins the cyber jackpot, and you will receive a hobby box valued at $150. If nobody wins tonight, the next break we do, we'll up it to $160. We'll up it by about $10 each break until somebody wins a cyber jackpot. So hopefully we'll find a winner tonight, but if not, next week we'll just up it and keep on going. Another thing that I'm adding here is the subscriber milestone. I am at about roughly, I think, 40 subscribers. Once I hit 100 subscribers, I'm going to give away a hobby box to one of the subscribers to the channel. So basically, if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and subscribe. Let's get that subscriber count up. Once we hit 100, I'll be giving away a hobby box. And then after that, I'll be setting a new subscriber goal. And once we hit that amount, I'll be giving away probably an even larger prize at that point. So if you haven't yet, go ahead and subscribe. And finally, let me type it in here. If you haven't gone here yet, go to the website, which is cyberbreaks.net. And I'm going to pin it to the top there. There we go. Cyberbreaks.net. Check out the website. Go ahead and set up an account at the website, because the way I'm going to do it is when we hit the 100 subscribers, I'm going to pick the winner. I'm going to randomize everybody that has an account at the website. We'll do a live drawing, and the winner of that drawing will receive a free hobby box. But you have to have an account set up at Cyberbreaks. The whole reason I'm doing that, as I mentioned, I believe in our last break, is that eventually I want to move away from eBay and move all operations onto Cyberbreaks. That'll save us a lot of money and enable me to sell the products for even cheaper and even offer free shipping and that type of thing. So the sooner we can kind of get the subscriber count up and getting people moved over to cyberbreaks.net, the sooner we can do that. So with all of that out of the way, we're going to move on to breaking some boxes of ball cards here. And let me catch up on the chat here. Josh G says the pristine cards from the last break were as good as advertised. Beautiful cards. Yeah, they man, amazing cards. I had a blast opening up that pristine box. I don't know how many of you have been able to open a pristine box for your personal collection. The boxes are fairly expensive and they keep going up in value. I believe when I got that box, it had about a $450 value, and I think it has gone up closer to $500 since then. So they're pretty pricey boxes, but they obviously have amazing cards, and they're a ton of fun to open. So the first box we're going to do here is the Bowman Mega. And if you haven't checked yet, I already have the auctions up for next week's break. And what we are doing is we're doing 8 boxes next week, 8 boxes of Bowman Mega. So we're going to be doing a large Bowman Mega break. I'm going to be looking to pull all kinds of, first Bowman chromes, some parallels, maybe even some nice autos out of those boxes for you guys. So when you have a chance, go ahead, check out those the listings on my eBay page for those breaks. Joey says, yeah, I love those pristines, and the drama with opening them is great. Yeah, it's something else. I mean, it's very unique. That's what's so fun about opening those, is there's not any other products that are quite like that, when it comes to opening ball cards, the pack within a pack within a pack. It's pretty wild. So obviously the Bowman Mega boxes, they come with 4 regular packs, and then they come with 2 Mojo Refractor packs. So we're going to start here with the regular packs, and we're going to get right to it. And right off the bat, there we go. We have a nice card. We have a Wander Franco rookie. And that's going to go up in Trombot's trophy case.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And Trombot is clearly excited to be pulling the Wander Franco. Some of you that have been with me for the past few weeks, a couple weeks ago, we went on an absolute Wander Franco tear and pulled quite a few Wander Francos. So we'll see if we have that same luck here today. And by the way, let me pull up the list. So oh, you know what? Before we go any further, I completely forgot to show everybody the buy-in list. So let's go ahead and do that now. All right, so here's tonight's buy-in list. We have Brian S. has the Astros, Britt G. has the Angels, Casey L. has the Twins, Dustin B. has the Rays and the Yankees, Eric D. has the Brewers, Cubs, Diamondbacks, Guardians, Padres, Reds, Tigers, and White Sox. Eric D. went all in on about 8 teams there. John N. has the Nationals, Joseph M. with the Dodgers, Josh G. with the Braves, Giants, Orioles, Phillies, Rockies, Joshua M. with the Rangers and Red Sox, Kyle B. with the Cardinals, Mariners, Pirates, Royals, Kyle R. with the Mets, Michael J. with the Athletics, and Wes A. with the Blue Jays and Marlins. So there's the buy-ins for you. We'll take that back off the screen so that everybody is tracking. And that Wander Franco with the Rays is going to be going to Dustin B. So congratulations, Dustin B. on the Wander Franco rookie. A below average gentleman said, anyone else watch those or watch that 4-hour TFO tennis match? I did not. I don't watch much tennis at all. What was the deal with the tennis match? Just honestly, I don't even know what the average length is for a tennis match. They seem pretty long to me. Is 4 hours long for a tennis match? Or was it just an amazing 4 hours of tennis? So, paper one, yep, as a rookie. He's starting to gain some traction. Oh, okay, so below average says low-ranked dude made it to the U.S. Open semis. No kidding. The underdog story, the classic underdog story. You love to see it. Hey, there's an Oswaldo Cabrera first Bowman Chrome. Now, here's a funny story about that. If you watched, I posted a couple of videos last week since I was on vacation. We didn't do a live break last week. I posted a couple of videos doing some PC breaks, some breaks for my personal collection, and one of them was centered around Oswaldo Cabrera, and I was attempting to pull this exact card, basically, the first Bowman Oswaldo Cabrera Chrome card, and I didn't pull it. I opened a couple of boxes of Bowman Mega, wasn't able to pull it, but hey, just now pulled it, and it's going to be going to Dustin B. So there we go. It doesn't have a real high value yet, but being a Yankees fan, and he was one of their newest call-ups, I was wanting to grab that card. So there we go. There's a Henry Davis, pretty good card. Brandon Valenzuela. Joey said I was in a big Bowman Blaster 40-box player break. First hit out of the first box was an Oswaldo. No way. A Cabrera auto. No kidding. Oswaldo Cabrera hasn't got off to a very hot start hitting But his fielding has been outstanding, and he feels like he's a baseball player, man. I feel like the guy's going to stick. His hitting will come around, and I think he's going to be a long-time fixture for the Yankees and in Major League Baseball. Dustin Brent said, all yours if you want to send me something else. No, I got, no, actually, I appreciate the offer. Seriously, I really appreciate that. What happened was, off camera, the next day, I went ahead with I have 3 boys, as I've told you guys before, and I went ahead and opened a couple more boxes to get them some packs and to give me a few more packs to get a shot at it. And I did pull the Oswaldo Cabrera Chrome first Bowman, so I did get it in my collection finally. But thank you for the offer. Much appreciated, man. There's a Jack Sawinski first Bowman. Mojo Refractor. And look here. So we have, this is it looks like the Purple Refractor Rookie of the Year favorites, Brandon Marsh. And this one is serial number. It's kind of hard to see. It is 38 out of 199. 38 out of 199. That one is going to Britt G. Congrats, Britt G, on the low-numbered Purple Refractor for Brandon Marsh. All right. And so now we're going to move to Gypsy Queen. So one of the big stories today in Major League Baseball was they voted on, and starting in 2022, they're going to be implementing a few pretty important new rules. For one thing, they're going to be supposedly implementing a very strict pitch clock to slightly reduce game times to keep the action going. That's fairly interesting. They're going to be taking away the shift. Personally, I'm a big fan of this. The gist of the rule is that apparently fielders, have to stay on their side of second base. So shortstop cannot come onto the second base side. The second baseman can't come onto the side of the shortstop, and they have to stay within the infield. So the infielders can't step out into the outfield at all. Their feet basically have to be planted in the dirt to be legal. So eliminating that shift should increase offense. It should help guys like Joey Gallo. I kind of only have jokingly told somebody earlier today that next year Joey Gallo is probably going to be like the MVP when the shift is removed, because he's one of those guys that has so many hits removed from this, taken away by that shift. So the shift is going to be gone, and they're going to be implementing some very slightly larger bases. And they're doing that as a safety measure to give, or primarily a safety measure, I think, at first base, to give a little extra room so that the first baseman can step on the bag while the runner steps on the bag and avoid injury. But it's actually, by doing that, they're going to be decreasing the distance between first and second and third by, I believe it's about 4 inches, which I think is going to actually have a pretty dramatic increase on stolen base attempts. When they've tested this in the minor leagues, they said stolen bases were up almost 30% because of that 4 inches. You think of all those times we see like a bang play on a stolen base where a runner just barely gets in there, or barely gets tagged out. And if the base was 4 inches closer, how it would have just been, easily determined. So it'll be interesting to see what happens there. Joey said, love the shift change. Incentivizes having those high quality defense fielders and eases up things for the lefties. Yeah, that's another thing that's very interesting about it. Now, with the fielders having to play more in their normal positions, it's going to create a lot more of those like highlight plays, because the fielders, won't be able to shift. They're going to be you're going to see a lot more of the diving stops and whatnot. You're going to see a lot more base hits too. But we're going to go back to, the 90s, 80s, and earlier, where fielders have to cover a lot more distance to make the plays, which will result in some spectacular highlights that we sometimes kind of lacking, it seems like now. So now we're obviously jumping into Gypsy Queen. One thing that I've noticed opening Gypsy Queen, I did a personal break that I shared a video last week of, and somebody, I believe it may have been Joey, pointed out that I even missed when I was going through it a couple of the parallels. Gypsy Queen has some parallels in here that we may hit that are really, that if you're not paying attention, are very easy to miss. You see right here where the team nameplate, the NYM for New York Mets here for the Marte card. Once in a while, you'll come across one of these that instead of that NYM, it'll have the actual team logo on there. That's a parallel, and those carry significantly more value because they're rare. There's also other like image variation parallels with the like City Connect jerseys, things like that. So they're easy to miss. When you're opening like regular tops, usually the parallels are flipped upside down, so you kind of know you have something there. In these packs, that's not the case, so it's very easy to skip by a parallel. So if I skip by one, point it out and let me know if you notice something. So right off the bat here, we have a Juan Yepes rookie. That's a pretty good one. And this one is 52 out of 199. 52 out of 199. So congrats there to who has the Cardinals. That would be Kyle B. Congrats, Kyle B. on the, looks like a green or kind of aqua parallel there of one of the Cardinals top rookies. Yepes. So it's going up in Trombot's trophy case. Below average said, would have never known that. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, I honestly, I didn't know it. I knew there were some parallels in there, but I wasn't really tracking exactly what to look for the first time through, and as a result, I missed a couple things. So, and they're real. Like it's if we find one of the team logo parallels here, you'll see it's so easy to miss if you're not looking for it. It doesn't. It's very easy just to skip by it. Joey says missing backplate, yeah, missing nameplate, team logo switch, City Connect. Yeah, the missing nameplate, I've seen one of those where basically if I remember right, like the nameplate here on the front is just completely, it's blank. It doesn't have the player's name. And the back plate, correct me if I'm wrong, Joey, the back plate will have kind of like a blank back going on. Won't have all the information on the back. Is that correct? Hey, look, right there is a missing nameplate parallel. Just as we were just talking about it. The missing nameplate parallel for Andrew Vaughn. So that one is going to Eric D. Yeah, Jackie Robinson. I pulled one of those in the box. In one of the boxes I opened. In fact, it was the Yadier Molina Jackie Robinson jersey parallel. Wearing the 42 jersey. Joey says no. It's the back. The back plate is gone, so there are no back plates in the card art. They look more brown. Okay, gotcha. So we'll keep our eyes out for that. Brian said the missing backplate is super difficult to catch. I found one in what was supposed to be a stack of base from a break. The black printing plate wasn't used to make the card. They're super washed out looking. Okay, gotcha. So it's just the back printing plate that wasn't used that makes it washed out, I guess. It's a Shohei Ohtani. Max Kepler Chrome. So Wander Franco, he was back today for the first time after a couple months on the IL, and had 3 hits against the Yankees, and the Rays down the Yankees tonight. And I believe Wander Franco, his first at bat back, he hit a double and had a few hits. So I wasn't even looking for the logo switch there. Man, I'm telling you, they are easy to miss. Hey, there's an O'Neal Cruz rookie. O'Neal Cruz. And that one's going to Kyle B. Congrats, Kyle B, on the O'Neal Cruz. Stroman looks like a bronze, 264 out of 399. So as far as I'm concerned, pretty much any serial numbered card, as long as we have room, is worthy of going up in Trombot's trophy case. Brian said the easiest way to catch it is to look at the bits of black bordering the nameplate. That will be great. Will be gray. Okay, gotcha. Well, I appreciate all the tips and heads up on catching those. I can't imagine how many people open these cards and pass by, say, the missing nameplate parallel and never catch it and never realize that they have a card of significantly greater value than what they thought they had. And there's our first auto. 2 autos are supposed to come out of this box. This is a Tyler Stevenson. Tyler Stevenson with the Cincinnati Reds. And that is going to Eric D. Congrats on the Tyler Stevenson auto. So I know I'm about a week late on this, since I didn't do a live break last week. But I don't know how many of you, if you guys caught that Timmy Trumpet, who does that Narco song with Blaster Jacks. The Edwin Diaz, he enters his entrance music when he comes in for a save is Timmy Trumpet, and he had Timmy Trumpet there live at Citi Field to play his entrance music. And when I caught that I thought that was pretty awesome. And I was telling my brother earlier this week that ever since then I've kind of had that song in my head. It won't go away. It's going to get to the point where I'm really tired of it, but I still at the moment think it's pretty cool. Joey said, I love the look of these. They remind me of the Allen and Ginter or the Onyx cards. Yeah, they remind me a lot of the Allen and Ginter. I've always liked Allen and Ginter too. Of course, that's a product where you can pull a lot of baseball, but you can pull a lot of things outside of the baseball universe, so to speak. Very interesting product. So many people, especially since you can get GQ blasters at Target Walmart. Yeah, I can't. Yeah, a ton of people I'm sure have missed these parallels. Brian said, I bought one hobby box of this and gave a pack to each of my kids. When it arrived in the mail, my daughter pulled a black and white Jeter auto. No kidding. Oh my goodness! Wow. Was a black and white auto? Is it serial numbered or no? Here's Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge is sitting right now at 55 home runs. I believe his pace is either 65 or 64. Maybe he didn't hit a home run tonight, so it may be down to 64 home runs on pace for 64 this year. Below average said best entrance since the Sandman. I'd have to agree. I was always, obviously loved Mariano and the Sandman entrance. One of my favorite moments, if you remember his very last year when he went to the All-Star game and entered the All-Star game. I believe it was that at New York? But entered the All-Star game anyway, to his entrance music, Sandman by Metallica, was just an awesome, awesome baseball moment. Brian said it was out of 50. Man, wow. He said you don't sell a ton, but you sold. Yeah. I mean, I don't blame you. I mean, part of, ball cards, the fun of them is the value you can get out of them. And sometimes you pull something like that and it's worth unloading it for sure. Some cards, like, especially like the prospects and rookies, sometimes you maybe want to hold on to, but an established guy like Jeter, Hall of Famer, his value, might be fairly peaked out at this point. Castro rookie chrome. No love for Kimbrel switching it up to Frozen. Let it go. I didn't actually hear. I heard about that. I didn't watch it. I didn't see that. Is that the one like where it had something to do with his wife or daughter liking the song or something, and so he went with that? Hey, look here. We have a black and white Gavin Sheets. Speaking of black and white, there it is. 44 out of 50, Gavin Sheets. And so that one is going to Eric D. Very cool low number card right there. Joe said his daughter, they had women in their life pick their walk up, and he kept it. He's throwing a no-hitter now since I think. Oh man, well baseball players are superstitious, man. So if it's working for him, I'm sure he'll keep it around. Well, I see on the back there, looks like we hit another rookie card. And there we have the Wander Franco rookie. So that's our second Wander Franco of the day. Congrats again to Dustin B on another Wander Franco rookie. So, now that football season is underway, I am considering throughout the football seasons, doing some football breaks. And what I'll probably do, if I do some football breaks, I would maybe take another day of the week to do football breaks. So, keep the baseball breaks on Fridays and do football breaks another day of the week. Is that something that you guys would be interested in? Do you guys collect ball cards outside of baseball? Do you do football cards, or is that not your thing? And we have yet another black and white, Kyle Schwarber with the Boston Red Sox, and that one is 39 out of 50. I've opened a handful of these hobby boxes, and I had pulled no black and whites out of them, and we pulled 2 out of this one tonight. So, not too shabby. And that's going to Joshua M. Joshua M. Joey said, so I don't like to collect football, but I watch all kinds of breaks all the time. I'd definitely be down to watch. Yeah, I just figure, I mean, I collect a little bit of football, not near as much as I do baseball, but I don't know if I'd make it like a weekly thing, but just once in a while to do a football break, maybe bring some new people into the channel who collect football cards, and might be fun to do. And there's our second auto of the box. That is a rookie of Hernandez. It's not serial numbered. Yani Hernandez with Texas Rangers. So congrats to Joshua M on that one, with the Hernandez rookie auto. And speaking of football, I'm a big football fan. I forget if I've mentioned this in the break before, but yeah, I'm a Cincinnati Bengals fan. Have been a Bengals fan since I was a young child. Grew up as a young child in the Cincinnati area. So when I started kind of liking football, so that's where that came from. And it has been a rough 30 plus years for me up until last year when they finally got back to the Super Bowl. Here we have another Kyle Schwarber. This looks like a blue parallel. This is 27 out of 99. The like blue chrome parallel Kyle Schwarber. So Joshua M, got another one coming to you. Congrats on that. Below average said, rule the jungle. Hooday. The Bengals play the Steelers coming up this week. I'm very much looking forward to the game. I have just a bit of nervousness. The Bengals are heavily favored. I don't see any reason on paper why the Bengals shouldn't win, but it's the NFL. You never know, and that first week can always be tricky. So we'll see what happens. Joey said, do you collect Jamar Chase or Burrow? It's funny you ask. I have a few Jamar Chases and Burrows, not too much, because I took a long break from collecting football cards, and I didn't get back into it in collecting football cards until this year a little bit. And so I was a little bit late to the a couple years late to the Joe Burrow thing, and I have picked up a couple Jamar Chases, but the Burrows, I've bought a couple Burrows, one from a local card shop, and I bought one online. So I have a couple of them, but not too much. I don't buy a whole lot of football hobby boxes for my personal collection, so I haven't loaded up on those yet. All right, and that does it for the Gypsy Queen. And finally, we're going to move on to the 2 boxes of Topps Inception. Before we open these, honestly, I can't tell you guys how excited I was to get back at it doing the break tonight. Last week, I took some vacation time. I went out of state, visited a longtime buddy of mine, had a great time. But man, I definitely missed doing the break. If it, like I said, had a good time, but when that Friday came and went, and I wasn't able to do that live break, I just felt like I was missing something. So getting back to it tonight is a ton of fun. So I'm definitely happy, to get back to the breaking. Let's see. Joey said those selects are super pricey. Sheesh. Brian said, I know he's probably not the most popular guy in Cincy anymore, but I was a sports reporter in Dalton's hometown and got to interview him and cover his games his senior year of high school. No kidding, man. Dalton, I don't think anybody in Cincinnati, I like the guy, Dalton was I lived in, doing the job that I do now. I'm not in Cincinnati anymore, but I actually lived in Cincinnati for a few years, and when Dalton was a quarterback there. And Dalton and his wife did so much for that town, like all kinds of events, like reaching out to the community and stuff like that. It was just like one of the nicest guys I feel like you could have ever met. And I'm sure since you got to interview him, you probably came away with the same feeling. The guy was just such a nice guy. Maybe a slightly more average quarterback at times than what you would like to have for your NFL team, but a super nice guy. Katy, Texas. So, Topps Inception, if you haven't seen Topps Inception yet, it's basically one pack in here that has 7 cards. It's going to come with one guaranteed hit numbered to 299 or less, plus a handful of parallels in here. So, we'll see what we get. And by the way, this is the first boxes of 2022 Inception that I've opened. So I know these are fairly thick cards. So we have the JT Real Muto, and this would be basically your base card. It's a pretty cool design. I'm a big fan. That to me kind of almost has like that late 80s, early 90s look to it, as far as like the triangles and the colors and stuff. I really like that design. Randy Rosarina. And our first auto here is a Yani Hernandez rookie, number 38 out of 299. 38 out of 299 for the Yani. I feel like, you know what, let's play the game here a little bit. I know the next one's not like a hit per se, but it's going to should be a nice parallel. And let's break out the thick sleeves for these guys. And 100 points seems to be the way to go here. So the Yani Hernandez, and that is going to the Texas Rangers. Another hit for Joshua M. I feel like Joshua M is scoring quite a few hits tonight. Right here next to each other, we have two set different Yani Hernandez autos with the Texas Rangers. So, you got 2 rookie autos here from Hernandez. Let's look at these together. I want to compare the autos. I think that Gypsy Queen auto is slightly cleaner. They both look real nice. They both, as far as the auto is concerned, grade high. All right, the next card is a Mike Yastrzemski orange parallel, 42 out of 50. So congrats to Josh G on the Yastrzemski parallel. One big Ohane, thanks. Rangers are doing me. Yeah, they're doing real well tonight for you. So, awesome pick tonight. And look here, Garrett Cole. Garrett Cole green. And I guess the green is not a numbered parallel. But it's still Garrett Cole, so I'm going to toss him up. Toss him up here in Trombot's trophy case. Trombot's a Yankees fan, aren't you, Trombot? What do you think of that Garrett Cole?
Let's celebrate.
Trombot loves it. So I'm pretty impressed with this Topps Inception. It's just a nice, nice design, nice looking card. We got Curtis Terry rookie, and we have a Gleyber Torres. And finally, we have one more box of Topps Inception, so let's see what we get here. Yeah, the orange match for the Giants, man, those are all, like, I love it, like, when you pull a parallel that has the same, you know, same color as the team colors, like this is, yeah, Strimsky here, so beautiful, beautiful card when you get a color match. Brian said you either get 2 greens or a green and a number colored parallel in every box. Okay, so some boxes, it sounds like, according to Brian, that will have 2 greens. You don't even necessarily get a numbered parallel. So I'm definitely rooting for the number parallel here for you guys out of this last box. Joey said, Cyber, you thinking the Yanks are going to hold off those Rays? I'm not terribly confident in that happening at the moment. For the most part, the only Yankee player that seems to be able to put up consistent offense is Aaron Judge. So, I don't know. You know, we'll see. And it looks like we definitely got something other than green. Appears to be a purple. But we'll see. We got Joey Votto. Trey Turner. And the next card, this is the auto. An Alec Bohm auto. This is a green 76 out of 125. 76 out of 125 with, of course, the Phillies. So that one is going to go to Josh G. Congrats on the Bohm auto. I guess the one nice thing, these are all thicker cards, but so far everything I pulled fits in a 100-point holder real nice. They're all the same thickness. A lot of these upper end packs, like the cards will be just very, you know, different thicknesses. So, I mean, you have to have a lot of different top loaders in order to accommodate the different cards. And behind that is, I guess I didn't hide it, but a Garrett Cole purple. We're going on a Garrett Cole run here. 33 out of 150. So congrats to Dustin B on a couple of Garrett Coles. And a Matt Manning green rookie. Matt Manning. So it's a green parallel, an Inception, and it's a rookie card. So I don't mind throwing that up into the trophy case tonight. And finally, we have a Gavin Sheets rookie, and we have a Max Muncy. All right, so that does it for the actual break portion here. Let's do a quick recap.
Cyber Recap.
Out of Inception, we pulled the Matt Manning
Let's
green. We pulled the
celebrate.
Garrett Cole green. We pulled an Alec Bohm green auto, 76 out of 125. We pulled a Garrett Cole purple parallel out of 150. We pulled the Mike Yastrzemski color match parallel out of 50. And then we also pulled the Yani Hernandez rookie auto out of 299. Then out of GQ, we pulled the Yani Hernandez rookie auto, so two Yanni autos there. We pulled the Tyler Stevenson auto, the Schwarber blue chrome parallel. We pulled the black and white Schwarber out of 50. We pulled the Gavin Sheets black and white out of 50. The Wander Franco rookie, the Marcus Stroman out of 399. O'Neal Cruz rookie, the blank nameplate Andrew Vaughn, and then the Yepes rookie out of 199. And then out of Bowman, we pulled the Brandon Marsh out of 199, rookie of the year favorite. And finally, we pulled the Wander Franco Bowman base rookie. So those were the hits tonight. Before we go, let's go ahead and do our race. And the three cards that we're going to be giving away, the third place winner is going to receive the Mike Trout. This is Mike Trout Most Valuable Player, MVP 1 out of 2017 Topps. Second place in the race is going to receive a Tony Santillan. This is a 20 out of 99 dual relic from Diamond Kings. And then first place is going to receive the 2017 Allen and Ginter Dansby Swanson relic. So let's get the race underway. And we are off. I dialed this one down to 20 seconds, so I won't go too long here. In about 10 seconds, we will know who our three winners are. We got Dustin B up front with Josh G pulling in second right now. And Dustin B pulls up for the win. Looks like Eric D in second. And I believe, I could be wrong here, Kyle B. Here, let's pull up the actual. All right, first place, Dustin B. Second place, Eric D. And third place, Wes A. for the race. All right.
Let's celebrate.
Oh, Trombot's popping up. What are you doing, Trombot? I guess he's celebrating the race winner. All right, so I had a great break tonight. Like I said, next week's break is going to be 8 boxes of Bowman Mega. What you will notice in 2 weeks from now, the break that we're going to do, that's going to be the first break that I do as a random team break. So the auctions that go up beginning next Friday will be a random. It'll be 30 places, the same price for each place, and then we'll just randomize teams when we get in. We'll have fun doing that, try that out, and see how that goes. As you can tell, I'm kind of losing my voice here, so I apologize about that. With that said, I will see you guys next week, and until then, keep collecting.